Colorado hides
this.
more than mountains.
Watch a little
These aren't
video.
ghost stories.
Chill out here for a second.
Carved into
Before
stone.
the end of the
To this
night.
day, they remain unexplained. And after this video, you'll feel them watching. Lock your doors, put on your headphones, and pull the blanket up tight. Because after this video, you'll never see Colorado the same way again.
Hear that, folks? Stay the hell out of
The
Colorado.
disappearing cave of Blanca Peak, the gateway that sealed itself. Some
Colorado
places
is
disappear
basically
from maps.
hell.
Others have erased themselves from memory. But there's one place in Colorado that seemed to vanish from reality. Blanca Peak is one of Colorado's sacred giants, a towering mountain in the Sangre de Cristo range, revered by native tribes, feared by some locals, and largely avoided by those who've heard what's buried beneath it. In the early 1970s, a group of amateur cavers and hikers, 3 men and 1 woman from Alamosa, set out to explore a network of natural stone formations near the base of Blanca. They had heard rumors from ranchers and old miners. There's a cave out there that wasn't meant to be found. Of course, that only made them want to find it more. It wasn't on any official trail map, but with topographical charts and a sense of adventure, they hiked off path into the deeper brush until they reached something they couldn't explain.
Hell yeah, dude, I probably would.
Rock faces was a narrow entrance,
Know what I'm
partly
saying?
obscured by moss and debris.
Goddamn.
But behind it,
These real
darkness that
pictures.
felt wrong. Not the kind you get in a cave, the kind that almost felt like a void. Still, they went in. The first thing they noticed was the sound, or rather the absence of it. Their footsteps echoed once, and then not at all. Their flashlights seemed dimmer than usual, even with fresh batteries. The air was cold, but didn't move. No wind, no insects, no dripping water, just stillness. They went in roughly 40 meters. No carvings, no natural mineral lines, just smooth, cold stone, almost too smooth. And then came the shift. The woman, Ellen, said she felt a vibration in her chest, as if the cave was breathing around her.
Ghost
Like something
motorboat.
embedded in the ceiling. When they decided to leave, they turned around and froze, because the entrance was gone. No light, no crack in the wall, no airflow, just stone. Solid, seamless, silent. They didn't scream, they didn't panic, but for the next 3 hours, they moved through the dark, following the right wall, tapping and feeling for any opening. And then, suddenly, they were outside, back in daylight. No explanation. They hadn't looped back, there was no incline, no crawl space. They simply stepped and the mountain let them go. The group reported the coordinates, even marked it on personal maps. But when they returned 1 week later, the passage wasn't there. They scoured the entire area, not just once, but multiple times, over months, even brought better equipment. Nothing. A decade later, Ellen returned with a new team. Still nothing. No entrance, no seam in the rocks, and her compass spun in place every time she got close to where it had been. She never went back.
This is interesting, dude. There was an entrance kind of like this, kind of near my house. You go kind of just around the mountains nearby. There wasn't even a trail leading up to it. You just go off to the trees, up the hill, little ways, kind of unmarked. I just found this random little construction site. There was a little excavator, just like a tractor for lifting the dirt, and just a giant, like, deep divot, just dug up hole. And at the bottom of this hole, going into the base of the mountain, there was basically just like a little mine shaft entrance. Just tiny little, basically Minecraft, like 1x2, just mine shaft entrance, you know. And this thing was insane. You go in there and it just immediately goes deep as hell and splits off in every which direction. It goes up and around to the side. It goes down and around. You couldn't even see around these corners. It just goes down. And there's all kinds of turns in this piece. You couldn't even just like navigate it. We were damn near like leaving yarn behind us, trying not to get lost in there. We came up on like a section of it that was just like kind of a dead end, but not really, because at the ground you notice that it was all made of wood and it was boards. So we like kind of dug up some of the dirt that was over it. It turns out it was like a pallet that you could actually lift up. Oh, and under the floor. So there was like a trap door and then just another opening that goes all the way down. Just another section, just straight down. Like you're just digging straight down in Minecraft. And there's just this really rickety, old-looking ladder that was built out of old-ass wood. It's going all the way down. And yeah, we never climbed down that ladder. Looked like you probably would never make it out if you did. That thing would break under human weight instantly. And I don't know. That thing might not be there, though. I haven't been there since. I imagine that if I ever went back there, the hole would probably just be covered up. It would just be mountainside again. That's what I imagine. I don't know. I never went back there, though. I might have to go check it out. That place was definitely a little eerie. We're thinking about getting climbing gear and shit and climbing down that hatch. See what's actually at the bottom of it. Could be a really bad idea. I don't know. I don't know.
Locals call it the mountain's mouth. Some say Blanca Peak is alive.
Anyway.
Not metaphorically, but geologically dormant in a way we don't yet understand. Others believe the cave was never meant for humans, that it was a gate, a thin place between layers of the world. Oat elders have long avoided that side of the mountain, claiming it is guarded by something not of this time. In one old account, a shaman speaks of a cracked stone that sings only to those not listening, and if they hear it, they are not the same after. Today, hikers still visit Blanca Peak. It's beautiful, majestic, but few stray off trail near the original coordinates, and even fewer go looking for a cave that, according to official geology, never existed. But if you're ever near the base of Blanca and feel the ground shift slightly under your feet, if your flashlight dims without warning, and the air feels suddenly heavy, turn around. And don't look back, because that cave isn't lost. It's just waiting for someone the mountain wants to keep. Some places take you in, others let you think you left. But deep under Colorado's military soil, there's a tunnel that responds when you breathe too loud. And the deeper you go, the more it feels like you were expected.
Well, ain't that some shit?